छोड़ो मेहंदी खड़क संभालो खुद ही अपना चीर बचा लो धुत बिछाए बैठ शकुनी मस्तक सब बिक जाएंगे सुनो द्रौपदी शस्त्र उठा लो अब गोविंद ना आएंगे.
Hello guys, मेरा नाम है सोनू and welcome back to my channel Opinions Uncensored. Today we are going to talk about an issue that people are not talking about but it is of grave concern, that is premature sexualization in children.
There was research that just came out that showed that girls as young as 6 years old have started to self-sexualize. In other words, they have started seeing themselves through the male gaze and realizing that they need to be sexy in order to be appreciated at 6 years old.
Now let's get to the effect on physical health and mental health. Now, I'm not an expert to talk about mental health, but I'll give you some issues that have been raised by experts on various reports that have been filed on this particular issue. First, let's talk about the effect on physical health. There are primarily two kinds of effects that can happen. Number one is the fear of STD, and number two is sexual abuse and sexual harassment. Sexual abuse happens because, as I said, today we have created a bubble around ourselves that having sex is an accomplishment. So children want to be first in this race of losing their virginity, and because of which it has massive increase in the number of sexual abuse that we see by young children in schools, in high schools, in colleges. The age of having first sexual experience is decreasing day by day. And because of this, there is a fear of STD, that is sexually transmitted diseases. Now, experts say that chlamydia, a sexually transmitted disease, may see an increase in the next generation of young females and with a very high incidence of infertility among them. Let's get to effect on mental health. Now, the psychiatrist that works in Sydney and in a children's hospital, she said that nearly 1 in every 8 children, 8-year-old children, are not happy with the way their body looks, with the way the shape of their body. And also she also said that nearly 1 in every 4 are also dieting today to overcome this issue. They want to be thin because thinness is equated with success. She says that this is leading to eating disorder problems. Children are being admitted to hospital because of this issue, eating disorder. And all of this because they have been involuntarily exposed to images, to stuff that is catered to adults and not children. This exposure to sexualized images and pornography is directly linked to increase in depression, anxiety, eating disorders, body image problems. Also there is self-harm. Children are doing self-harm to themselves, which is also a very big issue just because they have been exposed to these kind of images and videos that are not catered to them. As I said, this also is leading to a decrease in the age of having your first sexual experience.
Or you've got to lose your virginity, you've got to be sleeping around, you've got to just to be a part of and a lot of girls do offer themselves to boys for the fact of popularity and I'll get more attention than if I do that and more people will want me.
Now I'm not here to just blabber about the problem, but also we need to talk about the solutions, because we all know what problems are linked to this particular issue. The solution is, the very first thing that comes to mind is implementing a proper sexual relationship module. Now we need to understand that this kind of module already exists in American schools, but still teachers there are not satisfied with the module. They think that this is incomplete module as it does not cover all the areas related to this problem, because this module needs to cover all areas, need to cover all topics under this particular issue. Because as I said, in America this module already exists, but teachers are still experiencing problems related to this particular issue. So a proper module which covers all kinds of stuff under this topic. Next is, although it is a negative measure, but in today's day and age, it is very important to keep children away from social media. They do not understand social media. Kids who are 8 to 10 years of age, they do not understand social media at all. Like I said, when you are using social media, you are not a consumer, but you are the product. So there is no limit to what kind of things they can witness on social media. So although negative, but parents and elder siblings need to keep their younger siblings and children away from social media. The next solution is regulated internet usage. Like I said, the teacher from Lincolnshire said that 95% of her students, 7-year-old students, have accessed pornography online, which is not at all acceptable. So parents and adults need to have a check on the internet usage of their children. What kind of stuff they are viewing, what kind of sites they are logging into, what kind of apps they are using. All this needs to be regulated. This might sound like, taking away your freedom or something, but it is important because you don't understand what kind of stuff you are going to find on internet. So it is very important to regulate the internet usage of young children who have fickle mind, who are manipulated easily. The next solution that I have is simply parents need to have a conversation with their young ones. Elder siblings need to have a conversation with their younger siblings. Teachers need to have a conversation with their students. It is very important to have a conversation. It is very important to talk about this issue. Because when you don't talk about this issue, their mind gets deviated, their mind gets, they go for advices to people of their same age group, and that's where the entire problem lies. When you give them advices, they will listen to you. When you tell them, when you make them understand, they will listen to you. So it is very important to have a conversation in today's day and age. Make them understand that it is for their own benefit. Keep your children away from internet and please have a conversation with them.
Your daughter was on the internet, and everything she does on the internet, right? It comes to your phone or your computer.
Yeah, so part of the rules of our household was that if they wanted access to anything online, we had to have not only their usernames and passwords so that we could jump in if there was a problem, but we also had their emails mirrored to my phone so that I could just keep track of what was happening. Not reading every message that comes from their friends or family members, but if something seemed off, I could jump in and help out.
So guys, this was the end of the complete topic. We discussed some important issues in part 1, and this was the end of part 2. So again, if you liked the topic that we took up for this video, if you liked my explanation, if you liked the things I talked about, then please like this video, share this video, comment about the things that you think should be included in this particular topic, that things that we need to talk about more and more. And please subscribe to the channel Opinions Uncensored, because we'll keep bringing you videos on such topics. Thank you for watching the video. Until next time.
कब तक आस लगाओगी तुम बिके हुए अखबारों से, कैसी रक्षा मांग रही हो दुशासन दरबारों से। स्वयं जो दुशासन, स्वयं जो लज्जाहीन पड़े हैं, वे क्या लाज बचाएंगे। सुनो द्रौपदी, शस्त्र उठा लो, अब गोविंद ना आएंगे।